Hey, it's me, Annabelle, for the 3Ms on Finance Friday. I'm about to check out of my me time hotel in about 3 hours. And I've just been on the phones trying to get my debt sorted out. I've got 2 creditors left to hear from. The last time I spoke to the charity, they said there's about £45,000 of debt. I can do this. £45,000 worth of debt. Being true as I can, while I take steps to getting a mortgage and owning my own home. Will I ever own my own home, whether I buy it outright or whether it's through a mortgage? So I guess what I've got to do now is research. Oh God, so my head is just, I've had a great night's sleep for the last 2 days. Well, almost. A little bit of insomnia hit me, so I'm just trying to focus and be me. Again, the me that has a social life, the me that has a romantic life, the me that believes, the me that knows that it's okay to dream, the me that was born in England, London. So I'm just trying to stay positive and managed to get further with sorting out my financial health. Let's get back to the point of Finance Fridays. So just waiting for 2 creditors to contact me. One is a naughty fine that I had when I was in my 20s. I was very drunk. I think it was Valentine's Day, coming home from a event that my housemates university put on for singles, and I got very drunk and had the wrong ticket on the bus and just ignored it. I just didn't care. I just didn't believe it. So that fine has escalated. So that is a creditor to the London Transport buses. And then the other one, God, I'm just waiting for them to call back before I go a little bit further with the nature of that debt. £45,000 of debt so far. I actually haven't tallied up everything. Man, like the last 10 years of being in and out of feeling institutionalized, I should say, the last 10 years, since October 2010, I made a very bad decision. And since then, it's been a struggle to stay in my own accommodation, whether private rented, whether council rented. And obviously, I don't own my own home, so I'm basically going through the last 10 years of debts, going through my irresponsible financial decisions from my teens and my 20s, and it's finally hit me at the age of 37. The charity that I am getting help for have been amazing, very, very patient. They've given me all the advice with enforcements. That's why I'm keen to get out of my mother's house. She doesn't deserve bailiffs knocking on the door, trying to recover, especially during the lockdown. She doesn't deserve it, so I try and stay out of the house because of a personal crisis and my debts. So yeah, £45,000 worth of debt that I've got to get in control of. before getting to a mortgage. I know it's doable. Of course it's doable. God knows how many years it will take. But I can do it. It'd be great to have some subscribers on the YouTube channel and millions of views, and keep uploading 3 times a week just to let you guys know on YouTube what's happening with my journey to marriage, motherhood and mortgage. And it would be fantastic if I had millions of followers on Instagram that I could promote beautiful, fantastic, helpful products that can help a woman in her late 30s get to marriage, motherhood and mortgage. If you're the same as me, or if you've already got there, it'd be great to have some champion support. But in reality, I have 0 followers and 0 subscribers, and it's okay. Like, just after 9 months in Africa, 3 months of being without a passport, a debit card and a visa, and the shock and trauma of that experience, and finally getting somewhere with my mental health is leading up to meeting people on social media via the internet who have similar problems or who've overcome the problem. So right now I'm acknowledging to myself and to any viewers through social media that I owe approximately £45,000 in debt. Yeah. So when I read out the debt amount to the advisor from the debt charity, and we get to that total sign, I think that's when it's going to hit me. That is when it's going to hit me. So right now, taking good care of myself during the shock of hearing how much I owe and getting out of my mum's house. So realistically, with £45,000 worth of debt, I cannot be applying for any mortgages. Right now, social media is just a hobby. I'm not monetizing this social media at the moment. I just haven't got that far with regards to monetizing social media. So where does a woman go who lives in her mother's property that is longing for her own space? It's going to be rented. There's no way I can get a mortgage right now with £45,000. So I think from today up until Friday, I'm going to start looking at private rented accommodation. I have just come back into the country. I've been here for, what's the date today? The 13th. So for 43 days in the country. So I haven't a job yet. I am unemployed during the global pandemic. So I'm going to have to start looking at private rented accommodation or temporary accommodation. So I've got to weigh up the best thing to do with this personal crisis that I'm having. Temporary or rented, God knows. And the more I think about it, the more tension just builds up in my body. So that's what's happening right now. £45,000 in debt and still living in my mum's home that she owns.